I am back. It's later in the day, my run's just been completed, I've showered and changed, and I'm ready to put on the Firefly devices. But before I do, for those technical people among you, here's what I did.
Alright, so the set comprised of a 1.2k warm-up followed by some short stretches, finishing a 100 metre walk followed by 3 times 2 kilometre runs at slightly above race pace, with a 200 metre recovery walk in between, followed by a complete 800 metre cool down, and then some stretches.
Alright, so now you know all that, it's time to take a closer look and see how you put on these Fireflies so we can test them and see how good they are. Okay, before you fit the device, Firefly suggests that you get rid of any excess hair, which, as you can see perhaps on my leg, I have done. I've got rid of the hair. And you're meant to fit it over the tibular head. Now the tibular head is below the knee and round to the side of the knee, so it's there. Now that means that when the device is fitted and the raised portion of arrows is meant to go over the tibular head, you'll see it misses the crease in the knee. If it was over the crease in the knee, it would become very uncomfortable over time. But there's 2 other things you have to do before you're ready to put on the device, and that is lightly exfoliate the area that it's going to go over. This increases adhesion, so you're just lightly doing that. You don't have to do it very much. They say once a week on that will do. And the second thing you have to do is just use their alcohol cloth to clean it up thoroughly, and that will help with adhesion. Now after you've done this, you have to wait 30 seconds, so I'll do that before I put on the device for you. Okay, our 30 seconds is up. Now we take the Firefly device, and you see it has a strip on the back. Now that strip has to be taken off before we can apply it. It's quite gooey underneath to make good adhesion. You can see the 2 electrodes and the controlling device. I will keep that because I don't think I'll be using it for 8 hours. I'll be using it for about 24 hours. I'll be using it for about 4. There's the bone. Put it over the bone and round the leg. There we go, and that's on. And I am going to use the holding device to help me keep it in place. I'm going to do it the wrong way around there. There we go. Make sure that goes through. Connect it. You don't have to do this particularly tightly. It's meant to just be comfortable. That's a comfortable position. And that there is one in place, and I'll do the other one off camera for you. So here we go, we're just finishing putting on the second unit. I would suggest that you make sure you're not impinging on the crease of the knee when you put these on, because if you do, you're liable to end up with a very sore section of your underknee. So when I tighten up my leg and put it in, it shouldn't hit the underknee, and that doesn't. Now we're ready to switch them on. One flip switches on. I'll do the left one first. Now with your heel on the ground, you should see your foot move like mine is there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll tell you what, I'll readjust the camera and we'll come back to this. So that's a better view. I switched it off while I was doing that. You can see my feet are still. Now that's switched on. And you can see my foot, literally, my left foot, literally just moving to the side as it pulses. The pulse isn't bad. I'll do my right foot. My right foot isn't quite going as much, so to increase it, just one click increases it, and you can see both feet are actually just moving to the side with a visible action on every single pulse that it makes. The pulse, they say, will be insignificant after a short while, and then you'll just be able to carry on your normal everyday actions. I can certainly feel it now, and you can see my feet just pulsing away as the pulse hits them. There you go. So I'm going to keep this on for about 4 hours tonight, and I'll see what sort of recovery I have tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. you.